Welcome to TerryWilson3.com.
This is the Terry Wilson, really?
Hey, Tony, this is Terry Wilson with TerryWilson3.com. How are you?
You personally are calling me back.
Get ready to discover, develop, and monetize your skills and talents with Terry Wilson.
Are you serious? Are you joking? Oh, my word. Thank you, Christopher B. This is Terry Wilson, and you are listening to our podcast here at TerryWilson3.com. This is us coming in with absolutely no mic check at all. And no, Lindsay, you're not on the camera either.
No, I need to know.
No, I'm not gonna.
I need to read the comments.
No, we're not gonna warn you at all. We don't wanna give you any.
You can let me get my laptop back out here.
Yeah, well, we can turn you on during the break or something. We'll get it pulled up. That's one thing we forgot. This is why we should do a pre.
We just have too much fun.
We have too much fun before the show starts. We got to catch up on life.
we get going so much we forget. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing a podcast here at 9.
Supposed to be working right now.
That's right. Well, guys, today it's 9 o'clock, April 15th. Do you know where your tax money is at? To be honest, you're probably happier if you don't. Tonight we're talking about the things that can be taxing to our business and our personal lives. No one likes to pay taxes, and quite frankly, who can blame those who complain when you consider how the money can sometimes be spent? But what those things, but what about those things that you overspend on in your business and in your personal lives? So tonight we're talking about the things that we spend time and money on in business, but what we can do and what we need to consider to be able to be more effective in our business, to bring higher profits to our business, to bring more time in our business, to enjoy our business more. But before we get into it, I always like to introduce my panel. I've lost, oh, there she is. I lost your
Y'all
button.
aren't even ready for tonight.
Not even ready for tonight.
Nobody
Lindsay
is ready.
I'm telling you. Lindsay, you look awful happy. Why are you so happy?
Well,
I'm afraid to even go down
I can't answer that because I thought I was talking to Gina, but you're not Gina, you're Terry, and she would understand the inside joke for Gina. Do you remember when that person at church was like, "Oh, you're so happy," and I said, "It's the joy of the Lord," and I started talking like a mouse. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, my word.
Squirrel.
Yeah, Lindsay, you have the ability to do this squirrel thing quite a bit. I have no idea what you're talking about. You brought somebody who wasn't even in the room into the room.
I'm sorry. Gina's one of my best friends, and so I tell her all my most embarrassing moments.
Lindsay, you can chase a rabbit better than anybody I know.
Thank you.
That's why we love having you.
I received that.
It's unpredictable.
And to her right, someone that's a funny man. And
yeah.
He's actually in the studio tonight, not on the telephone. And he's helping us bring in the tax season.
Yes.
April 15th. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm trying to look up the live podcast right now so I can jump on. I see it. So it's taking me a second because I want to be on here with everybody else.
Well,
I want to see too. And since
you're probably wanting to get in on some of the free gifts and stuff.
Obviously, I was super jelly about all the gifts you gave away last week.
So that's
all right. We're good now. We've got
we got it now.
I know what y'all are doing. Y'all are wanting to get in on some of the gifts.
Yes.
And
yes,
Mr. Reagan, monitoring the chat. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing poorly.
You're doing poorly.
Why?
Tech support had tech issues today.
Oh no!
What happened?
It's been awful. Hold on. I think.
Bring your mic closer.
Yeah, I'm not speaking into it. I could hear it. Yeah, no, it's been awful. My PC just decided to die on me last night, so that's cool.
It was an Apple? That one?
No.
Oh, well, see, Apple would never do that to you.
Well, that's what
this is a whole conversation.
He's been told that a couple times today.
I'm not getting an Apple.
If you'd get an Apple, you would.
I'm not paying extra to handicap myself.
I can get 3 PCs for the cost of 1 Apple. So one goes down.
But you only have to buy 1 Apple. You don't need 3.
I've had this PC for like 5 years. It's never had an issue.
Yeah, but the problem is that sometimes the PCs, they sort of crap out.
Every time.
Yeah.
So do Apples, though. And I've had that one for like 5 years.
My Apple did the old, it just spins some weird colors.
I'm still using my Apple from grad school, y'all. My Apple from grad school.
They all crash eventually.
From grad school?
I have never had any Apple go out on me, ever.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
Mine went out
What
on
is, what is
Any apple you've given to mom has crashed.
Yeah.
well, that's not the apple. That's
It was yours eventually.
Hey.
But I always get.
I got Gina's
crash
back.
there.
You
There's
better
no
watch
way.
out.
I didn't say you couldn't break them. I just said they're very
They're very,
difficult.
they're very breakable.
Uh-oh. I'm listening tonight. You heard
That's
me
not
have
a
your
good
back,
idea.
right? I had
See,
your back.
you brought her in here, and now she's so close, she hears everything.
Now, River came in the room, and he's normally in his little room, monitoring the chat and everything. And I'm just wondering what compelled you to get in here tonight. In other words, why didn't you just why did you want to come in and be here rather than in your room like you normally do it?
Well,
He doesn't have a mic to talk on.
Come here and ask.
All right, what's up, everybody? I
Hey,
can't really hear
River.
myself, so like, you know how it is.
No,
So
I don't.
basically, we're gonna be doing some CBD tonight.
No.
Yes.
Is that what I'm supposed to bring
No,
up?
he's bringing it up.
He said, "Is that what I'm supposed to bring up?"
I don't know what else.
Thank you
That's
for
good.
the intro,
Thank you,
River.
That was a
I
good
felt
transition.
That was good.
So Lindsay miss, and there's a reason why when she comes into this music right here.
Mm-hmm.
For those who are new to the podcast, she just about every show will bring up in some manner or fashion. I mean, we could be talking about how to generate leads with a voice broadcast dialer in the insurance world, and she said, "Did you know CBD oil?" She always somehow works in CBD oil with every conversation.
It's not even intentional, I promise. I do not come in here with that mindset. I just have to share the
just
wisdom
natural.
that I've
It's
learned
just
in my
natural.
life. It is natural.
So what we decided was, well, she said she's going to bring some tonight because she heard that a lot of us with the allergy season were having this and having that. She said, well, I'm going to bring some CBD oil tonight. So what have you got over there in that little box there, Lindsay?
I have got peppermint CBD oil that we are going to try
All
on
right.
air.
So let's have a conversation about this.
Okay, let's
Because
do it.
I am like many listeners probably who I enjoy the fun banters, but this is new for me.
You need
And I want to
It
make
is
sure.
legal. It is legal.
Well, let's get past the legal. We
Okay.
talk a lot about legal.
Okay.
And everybody knows it's legal, but I think everybody like me has got a few questions.
Okay.
It is based, I can't use the word marijuana because that feels not appropriate because it's not marijuana. It's,
I mean, I feel fine with the word marijuana,
Okay,
but we're
great.
not
All right.
talking about
Good.
marijuana
Well,
right now.
let's
Lindsay's
pretend
like,
that
I'll
there's
so
some
what
that don't.
what plant does this come from?
The cannabis.
Okay, cannabis. See, that
Yeah.
feels less.
Let me ask you this. Let me turn
It's
the
a lot
tables
less
on
than
you.
what I used to smoke when I was a kid.
Have you ever taken a prescription drug in your life?
I try not to, but yes, I have. Yes, I don't like to, but yes.
Right. Well, those are infinitely more dangerous than this.
Okay, fantastic. So that helps a little bit. And so, if a listener out there has problems with cannabis, we're not debating whether they should take cannabis.
No, but I would love to have a conversation with them.
I don't,
But
want
you
to.
can later.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
But I do want to represent.
but I don't.
I'm willing to try it because you told me before, and let's just tell everybody else. There's none of the stuff that makes you high in it.
No. And
I'm going to be able to pass a drug test next week if I need to.
well,
Not
so
that I
about
need
that.
to.
Hold on. Let me be super honest for a second.
Okay.
My husband works for a large car manufacturing plant in the area.
Located in Greenville, South Carolina.
Yes.
That's a German-based company
Yes.
with 3 letters in it.
Yes. And he does not, this is not part of his regimen, even though I would like for it to be.
But he is too worried about it.
Well, because if you read about it and you research, very, very small trace amounts can pop in a drug test. Now, upon further investigation, like the secondary testing, it will show that it's fine.
But he didn't want to take a chance.
But he didn't want to take a chance.
I'm not going to take a test. I was just kind of throwing it out there.
This
But
one's
you,
from
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
you got a
This one's-
question?
This one's from Mark. It says puff puff pass on Terry Wilson 3 tonight. Details at 11.
Tell Mark if he was here, you know that he would be participating.
I know what movie that's from, Quackenbush.
But what we're going to be clear, we are not advocating that people do it. That's their decision.
I'm advocating.
But we won't.
I'm advocating.
Well, you are.
We
You
as
are.
TW3
But,
are not.
Well, and me and Terry, we don't know if you should or shouldn't.
Y'all just don't know better.
But I would say
But you will gonna learn tonight.
I smoked a lot of marijuana as a kid. I'm not going to lie. I don't advocate that. I think it was a
No.
terrible idea.
See, I'm a rule follower and I've never
Yeah.
smoked.
And I did some other drugs that I won't mention on here that I'm not proud of. But I don't do them anymore and I don't advocate. So that's why I'm asking all these questions
Okay.
about it. but I'm more than willing to do this.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
I'm very open.
All right,
My sinuses
So I tell you
have
what,
not been great. So.
What do you have to do?
Talk to us.
Okay, first of all, I want to preface that I am reading directions, written, printed directions. There will be no strikes given
I'm not
because
doing any.
because there will be no high school boyness when I read this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I need
Yes,
some
ma'am.
yes,
Hey, it's
ma'am.
cool with me. Reagan's the one we got to make sure. answers.
Taylor.
Okay.
You chose the bottle. That's all I'm saying. Because I already know what it says.
All right. Place 20 drops under the tongue. Hold for 60 seconds, then swallow. Use as desired. Okay? You better stop. I'm going to call Gina in here. She's going to wear you out, and you're not going to like it this time. Okay.
I'm innocent. If you notice, you can see I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
It's Terry Wilson that's doing this.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a bottle,
All right, here's mine.
and here's yours. Now, remember, you have to hold it for 60 seconds before you swallow.
And I'm supposed to do a podcast and do this at the same time.
Well, Reagan is going to take over and talk about whatever's going on in sports world while we're holding them for 60
So we
seconds.
can't, you can't talk while you have it
I
on
tell you
your
what,
tongue?
I'll do this during
Okay.
the break.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a
that'll
great
work.
idea.
That's
I'll do that.
perfect. That's perfect.
I'll do
But then
that.
there's no. I'll be the devil advocate. There's no proof that you did it, Terry. We didn't see you do it.
Well, see, that's the truth.
How
see?
about we do the 20
So
drops,
20 drops?
right
I'm gonna do it
before
right
we
now.
go to commercial, and then we can just have the 60-second hold.
Yeah, there you go.
Would that
That's a
work?
great
There
idea.
you go. I'm glad I did that.
Okay. Good call, Reagan.
I'm with Ron though. He says 20 drops. That does seem a bit excessive.
I'm going to tell you right now that I have taken way more drops in one session.
Oh, okay.
Way
Well,
more.
Yeah.
So
Well,
do you recommend that I do 20 or maybe I should do
It
half?
depends on how wound up you are. You seem pretty
I stay pretty-
moderate to me.
I'm pretty high.
leave it to the hippie Lindsay to hijack a business show.
You know, I do what I do.
You
So
do-
here's the question. Well, I'm going to do this, and if my sales go up this week, I'm going to do it again next week. That's all
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
there we go.
It could be related. I'm just saying. You know, maybe if I relax a little bit,
you might sell more.
I might sell
You
more.
might
True
sell more
story.
TW3.
True story.
Well, I tell you what, guys, we're going to be doing a lot of giveaways and stuff tonight. So you
Yes.
want to get in on that. If you want $300 in free food, here's what you got to do. Share this podcast right now with the hashtag TW3 podcast 362. It is a hashtag. It's not a pound. It's not an octagon. It is a,
whoa.
it's not an octopus. It's not,
Yes.
it is a hashtag. But if you'll share a podcast, TW3 podcast 362, hashtag TW3 podcast 362, we will be looking to who shared that at the end of the show. We're going to give you $300 in free food. We're going to pick someone. We're also giving away free gas, up to $50 in free gas. We're giving a 2-night, 3-day vacation away. And somebody is going to win a free blog tonight. So if you had a member invite you, and
Deborah.
you're on tonight.
Deborah.
You're on tonight
Sorry.
because a member invited you. All you have to do is, I'd like to give a shout out to my name the member who invited you on the podcast. We're going to see who did that, and one of our members are going to win a TW3 podcast as well. We're going to be answering questions, and we're going to be giving shout outs at the end of this next segment coming in right after the break. But we are going to be giving some tips on, ways to cut down on things that are costing you money in your business, those taxing things. This is April the 15th, so we thought we would do that. A couple tips that I pulled up on entrepreneur.com that I thought was pretty good. And if you're a TW3 member, you don't have to worry about this. It's one of the great things about being a TW3 reseller. Number one thing it says was write off cost of inventory. Well, the great thing about this business, there is no inventory.
Praise the Lord.
And you come from that
I can
world.
testify right there.
And I tell you, when I was in the music business and stuff like that, that was a huge drag that I had to worry about. Number two, your home office can lead to savings. Number two. So look at the things that you're using in your home office. And if you're a TW3 member, that laptop that once was used just for fun is now a business expense.
Yes, it is.
So that desk that you're sitting at that was once just furniture is now a business expense. That room that you're in doing TW3 is now an expense. Listen, I go on these trips a lot. There's a reason why I stream while I'm on these trips and I blog.
They're business trips.
They're business trips. And not only they're business trips, they're advertising. because I'm selling a lifestyle of independence and being an entrepreneur. So
I like
a
that.
lot of that is my marketing expense and my advertising expense. So when I drop $10,000 to go out for a month, on an RV trip, that's an advertising, marketing, business expense that I've got going on right there. And by the way, guys, I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not advocating what you should do with your taxes. Consult your own CPA.
Well, you just said that we could write off all of our vacations.
I
If
didn't
you're
say
smart.
that. I didn't say that. I
If you're
didn't say
smart,
that.
that's what you're saying.
I did not
All right.
say that. Number 4, business insurance leads to tax breaks. Freelance costs can play a role as well. So when you're using companies like TerryWilson3.com/Fiverr to get things done for you, you can write off all of that. Number 6, don't forget about work trips and stuff like that. The conference trips, you guys that came to the conference, and all of you guys that came and were with us for a while, has just been with us, but we've had tons of people that have come through and been with us forever, just started with us, all swaths of people. And the people that just left, it's amazing to see the people that just had come from the conference, making so much money already. It's just absolutely amazing. We want to give you guys a shout out that came to the conference and already seeing your business explode. So there's congratulations to all of you guys. But those are about 6 tips that I saw on Entrepreneur. I said, I want to get this to our audience Monday night as we're talking about how to cut expense and cut ways of that's costing you. I hear myself about 5 seconds afterwards.
There we go. I got it.
Are you pulling us up on the
Yeah,
podcast?
She did. Because I picked up my phone.
Because I can't read the comments
texting.
anymore. I want to see what I'm missing.
I was shooting messages too. I've been writing on here. See, I'm participating.
Carl DeLisi, he's like one of my favorite members, and he just said that we should have an annual Aruba trip board meeting. Hello, brilliance.
Hey, Carl.
I'm all right with that.
Can you head that up for us, brother? We'll go ahead and put you on the planning committee there. But that sounds like a great deal to me. I think Greenbacks was wanting us to do a cruise for our next.
I think it's a great idea.
You know
next
what?
conference.
We need to do all of it.
Yeah, we do.
We could do a cruise only for elite members.
Yeah, we could do an elite cruise.
And it's like
Ooh.
a
Can you plan
smaller,
that?
limited amount. I'll take care of that.
You're a good planner.
If y'all are up for it. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know what? Talk.
Chris says
have to
I'm
ask me
in.
twice.
As long as Gabby's available. Because I ain't bringing no kids on a boat.
Gabby, the TW3 babysitter. Absolutely. So Patrice says she spoke to Gary, so we'll write that down as Gary has got someone that's already given him a shout out. So we'll make sure that he gets written down. So anyone that was invited by a member, make sure you get that in there so we know who came for who, because they're going to get something. And if you want to get these giveaways, all you have to do is share the podcast with the hashtag TW3Podcast362. We're going to enter you to win up to $300 in free restaurant certificates. If you like our podcast over on iTunes and you say anything positive about it, we're going to put you in it, enter to win $50 in free gas. And then also someone tonight is going to win a 2-night, 3-day vacation for being on with us tonight as well.
What's that hashtag again?
Hashtag TW3 Podcast 362. This is episode 362. So make sure you get that done. And when we get back from the break, hopefully we'll be sober enough to go over.
Well, I guess we got to start doing that.
Here we go. 20 drops. Y'all
20
ready?
drops. So here's what
Y'all are making me nervous.
So you take this little thing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while you guys are doing that as well, people feel free to send in their questions. Make sure we keep support ticket questions for support tickets. So put that in there.
Yes.
Okay.
It tastes like peppermint.
Yep. It
Oh.
should. 20
Yeah.
drops. You're not supposed to swallow it yet.
I didn't.
Okay. Just chill.
I just keep pushing it. How you know how it's 20 drops?
Hey,
You got to count. Can
I
you count?
tried, but I couldn't feel them dropping, so I just
Well-
squirted the whole thing in there.
Oh, mercy.
now, am I going to
No, just one whole thing of this.
Am I going to get more anxious now?
Does that feel like a
No.
lot?
Definitely not. Mm-mm.
Is that a lot?
A full dropper.
What's a full dropper? I just emptied the dropper out.
He did
Y'all
the same
didn't
thing.
count?
I couldn't
No.
count. It wasn't countable.
Yeah, how do you
Don't
count?
put any more.
No, you should do another for sure.
I just emptied the.
And you're going to let me know when it's been 60 seconds? Because I feel like I got stuff all over my mouth.
We'll be back right after this, guys. You know, if you've ever listened to my podcast, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. Earners are learners and leaders are readers. If you want to go to the next level, You do have to grow to the next level. And growth happens by the people you hang around and listen to the most. Seth Godin says you're the sum total of 5 people you hang around the most. And that is why you need to go to terrywilson3.com/free book and get a free audiobook just to try out the services. Here's the deal. Over 70,000 different authors from every type of genre that you could think of. Go over there, pick one that you like, something that's going to inform you, something that's going to inspire you, something that's going to illustrate what you need to do next. Try out the service. If you don't like the service, cancel it and you get to keep that free audiobook. But you're going to love the service. And I promise you, if you will commit yourself to listening and learning from those who have gone where you want to go, you can go there also. So go to terrywilson3.com/free book today. Try out the service and get a free audiobook just for trying it out. terrywilson3.com/free book. Have you ever tried a work from home business? If you have, you may be like several others. Matter of fact, 98% of people, according to Forbes magazine, who've tried and failed. Why? Well, there's several reasons, but the main reason is because most home-based businesses have no means, method, or mechanism for you to get in front of people who need, want, desire, and can afford what it is you offer. See, the unique thing about terrywilson3.com is we put you in a position where if you can simply answer a phone, read a script, you can make money. And I'm not talking about going and selling pills, thrills, lotions, and potions. I'm talking about selling something that every business, everyone who has a product, good, or service needs. And that is a lead generation marketing system. But here's the cool thing. You never cold call. You never have to recruit your friends, family, and foes. You simply take a call, read a script. Want more information? Go to terrywilson3.com/call center right now to get more information. That's terrywilson3.com/call center.
And now back to our show with Terry Wilson.
All right. We're talking about giving yourself a tax cut. And we're not just talking about the taxes that you pay Uncle Sam. We're talking about anything that taxes your business, your personal and professional life. You know, there's all kinds of things that are coming against you, trying to come against your profitability, trying to come against the enjoyability of doing business. And so those are all things that just sort of wear on you and take away from your bottom line. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. But before we get to that, Reagan, do we have any shout outs?
No, we didn't have any. It's so weird. I'm just messing. We have like 100. I just wanted to see everybody's.
You're so
I'm sure everybody was like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
No, so here we go. We have Mark says, hey, Tom. Hi, Tim. And hi, Kamaya. Welcome tonight.
All right.
This one's from Gary. It says, hi, Glenn Daniels. Welcome tonight. This one's from Chris. Hi, Mark. Hi, Ron. Gary Green. Hello, Blake. Welcome tonight. Glad you can make it. Also from Gary. Hello, Larry Hillard. Welcome tonight. Karen wanted to shout out Carlo D. Let's see. Also from Gary, I would like to give a shout out to Robbie, Ilani Spector. I apologize if I'm messing that up. Kelly Allen, Larry Hillard, Patrick McGee. New members just enrolled, so welcome to them.
Welcome.
Let's see. Hillary wanted to say, hey, Esmeldo, welcome. Let's see. Also from Gary, hello, Christopher. Hello, Patrice Mills. Welcome tonight. And then Richard wanted to say, shout out to Gary Green. Thanks for the invite. Let's see. Ron said, hey, Charles. Welcome. And then Christopher Miller said, hey, Daniel. And Ron also said, hey, Elijah. And there's probably a few more may have missed, so we're writing them down. Don't feel like if I didn't say it that we're not entering you in, because I have them marked down here, and I'm continuing to mark them down. But that's what we got so far.
Great. And did we have any initial questions? I know
we do. We have a few starting questions.
All right, go ahead. And by the way, guys, if you're a member sitting in ticket support type questions or membership questions, those are handled on Wednesday night. So don't think we're ignoring you or trying to, not pay attention. But tonight is for non-members to ask questions, the people that you're inviting on. So if we didn't get to your question or it got removed, that's the reason why. So just know that.
We always get a couple every week, so just good to go over that. Let's see. This first one's from Winston. He says, I am interested in using the tools to grow my insurance business.
All right.
How will the tools help me achieve that?
Well, Winston, ironically, this business was started because I was an insurance agent and got tired of buying terrible leads. And I was buying from all web leads, net quotes, and everything in between. And so this system, I use insurance a lot as an analogy of how to use the voice broadcast dialer, how to use the bulk texter, how to use the bulk emailer, how to use landing pages, how to use all of these different things to generate leads. I'll actually use insurance as an illustration. And so I've won trips to Fiji, Hawaii, and everything in between with Foresters, Mutual of Omaha, Assurant Health, and several other different companies selling health insurance, life insurance, and different other types of insurance. So the tools will help you basically get your acquisition costs down to less than $1 once you learn how to use these tools. Every type of insurance is marketed different. So there's no way I could say, okay, all you have to do is get a list of, 1,000 people and use the voice broadcast dialer and it'll send them back to you. That's a very simplistic answer on one type of marketing for one type of insurance, but different insurance products have different people who are buying them, and the people will dictate the process that you use. But yeah, you'll get your lead acquisition cost down to nothing with using this system. So absolutely. Good question.
Let's see. This one's from Daniel at Lindsay. Does it give you the munchies?
I'm already wanting Doritos.
I'm starving.
No, I do love Doritos. Organic, spicy white cheddar is where it's at. I mean, they kind of taste like cardboard, but at least you're not worried that you're going to die from cancer because it's organic.
Well, that's what keeps me up.
Yeah, I don't, that's.
See, this one's from Andrew. It says, TW3 rhymes with CBD.
Yes.
And by the way, guys, not to be a greedy capitalist pig, but if you wanted to go to tw3.com/CBD oil,
you could be just as chill as
you
Terry.
could get what we just took tonight.
My God.
He's not kidding, by the way.
CBD
He's dead
oil.
serious.
All right, let's
Maybe
see.
a different brand.
This is
CBD
also
oil.
let's do one before you go any further. I think this is a good educational moment
Here we go.
in the business
Come on.
world.
In the
You're just
business.
So
trying to
this
clear
is a
your
business
conscience, but
podcast,
go
right?
ahead.
Yes, this is a business podcast.
Before we come on, Lindsay wants us to try the CBD, and Terry, surprise, sees CBD oil and says, "Hey, everybody, I got a plan. I'm going to make money off of your CBD oil." And this is a true story. So he, in a matter of minutes, creates a page, which
Because
was
he's a boss.
TerryWilson3.com/CBD oil.
Elite
In
members,
case you missed
can
it
do
earlier.
this. Elite
Yeah,
members.
That's right.
You have the ability to do what he just did.
Yep.
That's right.
And if you click on this, and somebody will,
Yeah, somebody will.
I mean,
He's gonna make money.
I'm going to make money.
so
and after about 10,000 downloads of this podcast, I'll get a few dollars, hopefully.
yeah.
Maybe.
So listen, I mean, I just think that's a good educational moment in the world
That's
of
right.
TW3 and what it brings to you. Anyway,
Oh, goodness. Go ahead. What else, Reagan? What other questions we got?
Let's see here. What is the easiest way to get paid here? I thought that was a good question.
Well, hello.
The fastest.
Do the things that you like to do and talk about them.
Yeah, do it.
CBD oil.
If you notice, we're just a bunch of goofballs that love each other and have fun with each other and get paid to do it. It's the most absolutely amazing thing you'll ever see. You can be interested in sports. You can be interested in CBD oil. You can be interested in whatever it is that ticks your tigger, as we say in the South.
Wait, what?
Ticks or trips your trigger. My wife.
What?
It's a long story.
It's a
I'm
long
sure.
story. My
That was
wife.
a strike.
No, hold on a second. My wife always says whatever tips your tigger. And I said, no, it's trips your trigger.
Oh, mercy.
And she says, no, it's tips your I says, it's a analogy to what trips the trigger of a gun.
Do you know what stresses me out is people in Louisiana? I'm married to one of them.
Well, then
They
that's
say-
no wonder you're taking so much CBD oil.
I mean, I need to.
You brought it home with you.
But they say, oh, he turned me on to this. And
Yeah?
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
why
Yeah.
would you use those
Yeah.
words with anything outside of
Yeah.
marriage?
Oh, Lindsay, not everything has to be sexualized.
Oh. Oh.
See, I just want y'all to recognize that I am not the one who gets in these
No, you're
conversations.
perfect.
Yeah.
But
You
what's
are
fu- no, but what's funny is, Lindsay, you're the one who brings it up.
You're always the genesis
And then
of this.
it takes,
and then blame
it takes
us.
very
Are
little
you
effort to
kidding
get
me
these two
right
We
going.
react to
All right,
what
I'm gonna-
you say.
I'm going to bring it back just a little bit.
All right,
Okay.
sorry.
Reagan's
doing
always
something.
got my back. Reagan, come on.
I'm bringing Broughton to the fight. I just want to go over the questions. Let's see.
The question is,
So would you say that is that the easiest way to get paid? Because a lot of times,
Okay, the fastest, easiest way, and I've said this for years. Gary will back me up. Quackenbush will back me up. All the guys that's been with us forever and ever and making tons of money will tell you the fastest, easiest way to make money with TW3 is take calls, read scripts, make money. Okay, that's the fastest, quickest, direct path.
Because the commissions are so high.
Well, yeah, because you're on the least you could make $750. The numbers are you're going to make one sale out of 25 if you're the average rep. If you use our system the way we show you, you should be pulling anywhere from 50 to 100 leads a week doing it. Okay, so the numbers are in your favor.
Right.
Okay, so you just get out there, and then if you come on as a Plus or Elite member, we show you how to monetize all of that traffic, even if you don't sell them anything. So the system works, the strategies work, the execution takes time.
Right.
Hear me on that. The execution takes time. I make it sound easy because it is easy for me. I've been doing it forever, right? But your average person, it takes them a few, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to get up to speed.
Do you know what I tell my people?
What do you tell your people?
This has been like a good learning experience for me because we do talk about how easy it is. But the truth of the matter is the first, depending on your learning speed, the first 2 to 6 weeks is straight up boot camp.
It is. You're learning.
It's intense. But once you lay the groundwork and you have a solid foundation, then you have processes that are repeatable.
Right.
And it becomes like, that's why we talk about how easy it is, because we're in the green zone.
You're in the green because you've learned, you developed your skill set. You have your marketing
We've done the hard work.
You've done all the hard work. And so, and then, you know, in this business, like any other business, has stages and levels. And so when you get to a point where you've got all of these marketing, you're using all the tools. Okay. See, I use all my tools. I use the call center. I use the RMP business. I use everything that is TW3 I'm using. And most of the time when people get on, I tell them don't use but first few things that we show you because you'd get overwhelmed.
Yes.
And the problem with a lot of guys is they get in, and like Chris, you've been with me for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And just now starting to get into RMP.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I started playing with it the other day, and it's like.
But would you have been overwhelmed if you had jumped on that?
Yes.
I think it's a terrible idea to do it early, or to even. I wouldn't even watch the videos. I wouldn't even go over there because it is. Once you do, it's like crack.
Shiny.
You know, it's very
because now you're seeing
because we have all these entrepreneurs. We have all these entrepreneurs, and they've like had a lifestyle of entrepreneurism. That's probably the wrong word.
Entrepreneurialism.
Yes, whatever he said.
See, I didn't take enough CBD oil.
Well, obviously not. I got more though. But so like they get super distracted by all the opportunity, and it's like
shiny
baby
object syndrome.
steps.
Yeah,
baby steps.
Yeah.
Let's master this before we move on.
It's really cool. I mean, I spent a few hours just exploring it, and
it's addictive.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, but you know what I would tell anybody on here, whether you're an elite member or just coming on as a sales rep and trainer, get in the back office, start using those first steps, 1 through 6. And because here's the dirty little secret. I've got reps that have been with me several years now, and all they're doing is the call center. That's all they do. Now they have opportunity to do other stuff, and they do from time to time, but the lion's share of their money comes from 1 through 6. Yes, ma'am.
Me, that's my jam.
Oh yeah,
like I like to. I'm too ADD. I can't be distracted by 17 different income streams. I need one.
Do you?
But the reality for the RMP is that until you really start getting going and get the first part right, the RMP really isn't a big benefit to you. There is a few things that you can do with it as far as sending them to job opportunities for sure,
and loan opportunities.
But if you get distracted with setting it up, then you're not making the sales initially.
Well, the other thing
is, take about 3 months to
before
do
you could even mess with RMP and stuff. How are you going to put that link on a page? And how
exactly.
You draw people to it? 1 through 4 is going to show you how to do that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Says the tech genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. That answers all the tickets.
I'm the person that gets all the questions. It's like,
you know, I'd had elite members, you know, several times early on with Terry. I want to do this that you did with insurance because I've got a video out there where I show I make a few $100s just in 5-10 minutes, generating leads for, I think it was State Farm or Farm Bureau, one of those companies, where I'm just generating leads and seeing everybody. That's an RMP type business. And I said, well, it's real easy. All you have to do is you use your voice broadcast dialer, drive them to a landing page, set up your video and your opt-in form to do this, have it redirect. And so I'm just laying out the funnel. Well, how do you do that? What did you
Step 4.
Step 4. Well, I hadn't done that yet. I just wanted to. Well, you can't get to step 13. I mean, it's just so you have to do it in the way we lay it out for you. That's where success is going to happen.
And just so people know what it is, what does RMP stand for?
Referral marketing production, referral marketing partners,
or package,
or referral marketing package.
Yeah.
That's
or
what
program.
Or
That's
program.
That's a good word.
Or profits.
I like how you don't have it nailed down yet.
Well, we have referral marketing partners.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. And
how much CBD oil.
And how much CBD oil.
Well, I think the original was partners.
Package.
Package.
It's the referral marketing package is what it is. But within that package, there's partners and there's products.
A lot of P's.
And a lot of P's.
We just like to pee around here.
PP.
All right, so we got a few more questions.
Yeah, please.
Kind of power through so we can get on to our topics here.
Somebody keep us on target here.
Let's see. Some of these are membership questions. Hold on,
Someone said, "Thank you, Reagan." get them on target.
All right, let's see. I've been in finance for years. Can I use the system to talk with both commercial and residential loan reps?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let's see. I'm new here. I don't have a business. What other ways can I make money with TW3 besides selling the product?
Well, yeah. Well, we just talked about RMP. Our referral marketing. The RMP is our referral marketing package. It's made up of thousands of different products, hundreds of different partners that will allow you to do things like just send traffic over to them. And they pay you for the traffic, and you don't even have to sell anything. And that's the beautiful thing. Now, what we teach people. The easiest way to get in RMP is get in our business, start generating leads for people who want a business opportunity, present this product, but also tell them, hey, if you don't want this product, we have hourly and salary opportunities. You can go get a job over here at Home Depot. You can get a job at Lowe's. You can go talk to Edward Jones. You can talk to this company. And those people will pay you because you've just generated a lead for them. You send them over, whether they get hired or not, they don't buy anything, and you're getting paid for it. So that's a low hanging fruit, easy, non-resistant way of getting started with RMP. And then we show you some more advanced ways of doing it on top of that.
All right, cool. We did have a few more questions. I'm going to mark these. I'm going to save them down, but so we can get to the topics. We did have one note that I wanted to read, and this is not to inflate your ego, but but for everybody that maybe doesn't want to resell the system, this is somebody that actually came to the conference and talked about how he just used the tools that he had to sort of build his other businesses from Chris Miller. It says, Terry is a genius. Yeah, sorry. I would have left that out, but I want to keep it
Thank you, Chris.
I want to keep it accurate.
Chris, could you come up and talk to my children?
But he says, but he won't admit it. This company has the best and most useful training ever. So
that's
great. From somebody that, has used our product to sort of build his other businesses. So
Christopher, I do appreciate that. The way this business got started is being maintained. Is I am constantly out there trying different strategies, doing different things. And I'll tell you one that to argue against Chris's point, because he said, called I'm a genius. I'll show you how I've been an idiot. And I was telling Chris Root this over at dinner. So one of the things I do when I'm not coaching, and the reason I need a lot of time to myself because I want to develop new marketing strategies and systems and ways that my members, because I'm constantly wanting to bring value to my members, want to show them ways to use these tools that they can generate business in different ways and different strategies. So to do that, I need time out to use these tools. So this is hilarious. You're going to like this. So the other day I said, okay, I keep getting this one question all the time. Terry, can you give me some strategies to generate business opportunity leads without doing ad copies and posting and things like that? In other words, I want to use the emailer, the bulk texter, the bulk dollar, things like that. Now, I will tell you, and I train to use ad copy first because it's the easiest, most least resistance way of getting it started.
Right.
But I said, let me try some different things because I got some ideas. And so what I did was I went over and got into our database and I downloaded 10,000 leads around the Atlanta, Georgia area. Mm-hmm. Okay. And here was my intention. My intention was to send out 100 texts to this demographically filtered list that I got. And I was going to send out 100 texts and I was going to send them to a landing page I just created. And this wasn't job opportunity seekers. This was straight up business opportunity seekers. Mm-hmm. That's who I'm targeting. Well, the way I was going to do it is I'm going to send out 100 texts. I'm going to see how many people clicked on that. And if I got up to about 30 to 40%, because I was wanting to find that sweet spot, Then I was going to see out of those 30-40% that went over to that landing page, how many people opted in for more information. So that's my process.
Right.
And I've done this. This is how I developed all my scripts and all my stuff for all my my insurance marketing and everything I've done. So I upload the list. I send out the text, and then I get a bing. My phone says, "You've just sent $550 to the texting software that we use." I was like, "What the?" I look. I didn't delineate my list into hundreds. I uploaded the whole 10,000 data on that first.
Oh, bye.
Oh, dear Jesus.
How did you feel about that in that moment?
I felt like, I hope Chris Miller down in Florida still thinks I'm a genius.
$550.
Gone. Just like on an unproven script.
Gone like a freight train.
But I got a.
So what's the results of your $550 test?
You guys should have got a bunch of leads in the last couple of days.
I did. I did get quite a few leads.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest with you.
Why'd that start?
Let me just go ahead and.
I was like, why am I getting 100 emails?
I got some good leads. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, it wasn't.
I got like 3 that are spectacular.
It wasn't.
I got 2 really solid ones.
I think you need to do that again.
Go ahead and just throw that money into the wind.
Yeah. Well, the point here, guys, is this. I've had people do that on purpose that would go in and get 1,000, 10,000, 30,000 in bulk dial, bulk email, bulk text, spend hundreds, thousands of dollars and get nothing, and then get all pissy because it must not work. And I keep telling them, don't. When you start using these tools, and it goes to answer that question, what's the fastest, easiest way? I will tell you, it's easier to sell a piano than play a piano. The number one salesman for Steinway was a guy that couldn't play chopsticks. Okay. But eventually, if you're a music fan, would you stop with Sorry. We're on camera.
No flash photography.
We're doing a podcast here. I don't know why this.
I'm having a hard time focusing. I'm still going to try
to take anyway, what was I saying?
You were talking about chopsticks.
Yeah, anyway. So the answer to the question was, it's the fastest, easiest way is get in, start using the tools in generating leads to resell. But we do show you, and Chris is right. Chris Miller came in, hasn't, I don't know if he has yet, but at the time he hadn't sold anything and was already using the tools and made tons of money. I think it's up to $34,000 in just a few weeks. Ooh. So the deal is real, guys. If you have the training, the technology, and the tools to do this, you can make tons and tons and tons of money. But you've got to have a platform. The reason why Forbes magazine says 98% of home-based businesses fail, and really any business fails, is because you don't have a means, method, or mechanism to get in front of people. So that's what it takes. But listen, guys, when we get back from the break here, we're going to talk to you about things that can really tax us in our business and our personal lives, and how we can give ourselves a tax break. And we don't have to be running on empty all the time and broke, busted, and disgusted. But there's a way you can manage your personal life, you can manage your personal business, and have margin in your life. And we're going to get to that right after this. So there's 2 things that I use on a daily basis to make more money, make more sales. Because I have learned over 20 some odd years of being an entrepreneur is most people do not make a significant purchase the first time they hear about it, or even the second time. As a matter of fact, it normally takes 6 touches, 6 encounters with a client before they will ever decide to pull the trigger on anything. How do you scale a business if you can't automate that process? One of the things and tools that I use is Aweber, which is an automatic email marketing system. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial by going to terrywilson3.com/Aweber. That's terrywilson3.com/AWEBER, Aweber, and try their services out. I think you're going to really like it. And if you decide to keep it after 30 days, they'll give you a discount for using that code. Go to terrywilson3.com/Aweber right now and put your marketing and your sales process on autopilot. So how would you like to put your income on autopilot? You know, you've heard several online marketing gurus say the loot is in the list. And it is true. Email marketing done correctly will amass you thousands, if not millions of dollars. Part of my affiliate CPA and referral marketing business that I do, that I bring in thousands of dollars a week, is done by email marketing. But if you're just starting out, which systems do you use? What script do you use? How do you even get emails? All of those things make it tough when you're first getting started. So go over to terrywilson3.com/MDEMS. I wrote an ebook called The $1 Million Email Marketing System. And it's a book, and it's also video formulas and things there that's going to illustrate exactly what to use, how to use it, where to go to get certain emails that you need, how to present those emails when you send them out, everything you need to do to start your own email marketing business and bringing that in as part of your strategy on how to make money. You can get by going to terrywilson3.com/MDEMS. That's terrywilson3.com/MDEMS.
And now back to our show with Terry Wilson.
Yakety yak, we are back.
Answer question.
Welcome. Reagan, we're back on. This is your cue.
Oh, so I've got to start.
No, I'll start it off. So guys, we're talking about things that can tax you in your personal and professional life. You know, sometimes there's things that we just have to do. You know, just like paying taxes, you have to pay your taxes, and fair warning, this is April the 15th if you hadn't filed your taxes.
Oh my gosh, I knew. Hey, hang on, guys.
I gotta go.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm not coming back.
Bye, Chris.
Reagan, what's some things you have to do in your job that you just don't like, but you have to do?
Let's see. I thought of a few examples. But I'm going to use a Chick-fil-A example since I have two jobs. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is pretty cool for people that eat there.
If you want $5 off on a Chick-fil-A sandwich, go to terrywilson3.com/Chick-fil-A.
That's not a real thing.
Actually, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I promote that on a Twitter account.
That's hilarious.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's literally got an arm.
I'm
just
looking
about everything.
You have to tell me who you get that from.
Hold on a second. Let me see if it's still active.
No, wait a minute. I'll tell you if it's out there or not. terrywilson3.com/Chick-fil-A.
I could market Chick-fil-A
Did you say
all day
Chick-fil-A?
long.
Oh, hold on a second. I think it's Chick-fil-A. Let me see if I
People tag me, and like people that I barely know tag me on Facebook when they say things about
there.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it is
because
Chick-fil-A.
I am so obsessed.
You're so obsessed.
Did I misspell it or something?
I probably misspelled on it. C-H-I-C. That's why I didn't get a lot of traffic on that
True
one.
story, bro.
How you spell filet? How do you spell filet?
Filet, and I spelled chick, C-H.
Well, that's why you big.
No, you did not.
Big ding dong.
Is that misspelled?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's in the company name.
I'm gonna. Where's misspelling, bitch?
No, wait a minute. Okay, you're messing with us right now, right?
I swear to God. Go to CHICKFILET.
Oh, mercy.
But see,
You wonder why you got no traffic on it.
No, but here's the deal. I never put it on the podcast.
You know how they spell it, though, right?
I sent out the link, so it wouldn't matter how I spelled it.
But you know how they spell it, right?
CHIKFILE.
Yeah. A. Chick-fil-A.
Okay, I'm looking.
FIL-A.
Dude, you drive by that place every day.
You got two people that work there.
So what's your point?
So your thing here is you're giving away a McDonald's prepaid Visa gift card.
It's not even the right restaurant.
It's been changed. Well, no, the company that does the prepaid.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Go ahead.
It's better to just leave it as it is.
The point is, you come up with a plan for everything.
This is McDonald's.
Are you listening to the podcast?
I'm sorry. I'm just a little slow because McDonald's eats there.
Hand me that CBD oil.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I'm gonna need another hit over here.
Hey, point this up to the camera.
There's never been a time when I have eaten at McDonald's that I thought it was a good idea.
My point, I never do this on the podcast. I use that.
Well, you just did.
Well, just as an
Going to
illustration.
McDonald's leads to repentance.
Well, it leads to something else, actually.
You know what? I just want to.
and
An extended stay in.
if you want hemorrhoidal cream, you can go to. Gosh. All right,
go to
Ray.
McDonald's.
Go
At
ahead.
this point, we can just go ahead and skip my story.
Sorry.
Somebody else wants to go.
No, it was a good story that you never started.
It's not going to match that. Let's just go ahead and skip it.
But what did you hate about Chick-fil-A?
All right, so let's groundwork. We talked about groundwork, how you have to sort of like you have some hard works that you have to do before you can really enjoy it and stuff. And so for Chick-fil-A, I came back and had to do like a ton of menial like entry level jobs to restart and go back to like build up to leadership level, which is where I was wanting to be.
Wait, did you start there and took a break?
So I started at Chick-fil-A in like 2014. I
Okay.
worked there until late 2015.
Okay.
So I started like January of 2014, left like December of 2015. And then I came back after about 2 to 3 years.
Gotcha.
And when I came back, my goal was to sort of, I feel like I'm yelling. Sorry if I'm yelling. But when I came back, I felt like I wanted to join and I wanted to be in leadership because I'd had experience. And but I was sent to a different store that I didn't want to go to for various reasons, which was fine. It actually ended up being like sort of a blessing because I prefer that. Well, yeah, but it turned out being a blessing because I actually prefer the store I'm at right now. I think it was a good opportunity. But there was also some other things like I didn't get the pay I wanted. I didn't get the position I wanted, but it was sort of like I needed to start over just to sort of, introduce myself to them because they didn't work with me. And then also sort of gain experience and fix some stuff that I had left. And now I'm sort of in the position where like I'm where I wanted to be and I'm moving past where I wanted to be beforehand. So,
nice.
Just kind of.
So you're going to open a Chick-fil-A in Bennington Farms.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's
because that would make my life complete.
Yeah. Yeah.
We actually were really, really pumped when we built this
problem.
house that it was within a mile of Chick-fil-A. Like that was a selling point
That
for
was
me.
a selling point.
Yes.
Well, I was literally just about to say, I was like, you're literally within like a good walking distance.
I know, but I got 2 kids in car seats.
That's true. That's true.
And I could run there, but if Gabby's not available to watch my kids, it's kind of considered negative to leave your kids to go run.
But whenever they grow up,
in full
you can just
disclosure,
send them
Gabby's my daughter that babysits for Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is basically one of us. We would like to claim her, but the Wilsons will not surrender her. We would love to name her Gabby Taylor and let her live with us forever. We adore her.
All right.
All right. Lindsay, what do you do in your job or had to do in your job?
That is hard.
That's hard.
So I recently have changed my business processes. I'm still tweaking it and still working on an efficiency plan. But
For TW3. Yeah.
what was hard for me with TW3 was the fact that I was setting appointments with people, and these people either would not show up for their appointment
Right.
when we would have a phone appointment, or it would be a completely unqualified candidate.
Right.
And so it would not be a wise investment of this person's time or my time. Those calls were frustrating. So am I supposed to talk about like how I've improved upon this process, or just talk about how stressful it was?
Just stressful because we're going to actually release that to the members later on.
Okay. So it was just frustrating because I value time. You guys know that I am like super hyper obsessed with efficiency. And when you invest your time in something that has no return or is a waste of time, it's frustrating. I believe time is a resource. And so that was a pain point for me.
Right. Just the lack of professionalism on the other end.
Right. Because I'm sitting there, and for me to be in a quiet environment that is kid-free,
You have to plan for it.
It is planned. It is intentional.
Right.
And it takes a lot for me to create that environment.
So to avoid that pain point, you're improving on your processes to make sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good. That's good. Mr. Chris, what do you got?
Well, I'm just the opposite. Everything that she just said, that is my frustration. I am terrible at it. Being efficient.
Oh.
And I hate it. I hate to even think about it. I hate to think about processes, systems, anything that is detail and busy oriented is my Achilles heel. Right. I think when I get stressed out the most is though when I'm overwhelmed, which probably means I need a system for efficiency. that I'm not willing to put into place.
Possibly.
Right.
It could help.
Do you get this way? I don't know if y'all do this. I can get to the point where I have like 5 or 6 things that I have to do like right now,
Right.
and I get paralyzed.
Yeah.
And I literally won't do
And you're
anything.
like, you know what? I should take a nap.
No, I cannot even
I'm
get to
embarrassed
that
to say
point
that out
because
loud.
I will just start crying. So
Well,
I
yeah.
plan my day accordingly so that I never reach that
I
point.
think they call
My
it-
version of what I do is your version of crying. I mean, I just,
I don't even know what to do here, so I'm going to do nothing.
no, it wasn't.
It's pretty much the same.
No, it's my drooling, and my eyes are sagging, and depressed, and I just literally I cannot do anything.
I will say
Gotcha.
that you put on like you're not, organized or efficient and stuff, but yet you planned the last conference, and I thought it went really well.
I thought
Because
it
that
went
takes
well.
a lot of detail oriented
I
stuff.
have the ability, and I won't tell you all my
Minus the
secrets.
colors. The colors was a terrible idea. Everybody,
What colors?
The thing with the
Oh yeah,
that's a terrible idea.
And what's funny is,
But you recognize that it was immediately like, okay, this was a terrible idea. We're never doing this again.
and we won't, and it'll be better. But the trick to that is just because I don't enjoy it doesn't mean I don't know how to do it. I've built a couple things from nothing,
Right.
that requires the skill set. But I will say my strength is I know how to get people around me to do it. And even with the conference, I pulled some favors from some people. I won't say who, but my wife, and so who's much better at
I
that kind
love
of stuff than I am. She's good at it.
She's so cool.
Gary said you did a great job at the conference.
Oh, thank you,
Agreed.
Gary.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I'm actually really, really looking forward to it next year.
We're going to have a great conference, and we're going to start promoting it when I get back from our little excursion. And we'll have affiliate links set up for all of our resellers, and it's going to be a fun time. And guys, I'm going to tell you, if you didn't come to this year's conference, you've got to come to next year's conference, because the people, and we're not going to mention names because we've been asked not to, but we're going to talk to them later on and see if there's a way, because we want to highlight some people that are making money now, and we're at the conference, and so we want to be able to do that, but maybe there'll be a better time.
It's a launching point.
It's a launching point. Well, it just, to me, it's that moment where you can get together with us and other people in the business that brings clarity of, because you hear these ideas, these concepts, you've seen them on our podcast and our webinars, you see a ton of stuff in the back office, and then you see how other people are using it, and you get to ask questions and have that dialogue. Because something I'm learning, and I'm a huge, for people that have followed this podcast a while, know that I love Dr. Jordan Peterson.
Yep.
I've watched him debate Sam Harris,
who's also actually a really smart guy,
which is also, but on the opposite side of some
spectrum.
theological stuff. But one thing that I didn't appreciate, I've heard it, I intellectually understood it, but some people, a lot of people, and I would argue now that I'm digging into this, most people can't think and dig deep into something until they talk. The way we learn and understand is we speak. And as we're speaking, we're thinking, and we hear ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And when you're watching a podcast, and when you're taking online courses, you're taking in a lot of information, but to get it to resonate and make sense, you've got to have that opposite, that dialogue. And there's just no way we can provide it, because there's thousands of you and only a few of us. So what the conference does, it allows you to get around other people and have that dialogue. And some of the most simple things, I can't tell you how many people have said, hey, that what you've been talking about, it makes sense now. And it took them literally 30 seconds in a conversation.
Yep.
Right.
But they had a chance to talk, hear me talk back and forth, and just that process right there. Now, Chris brings up a great point. We have ticket support in the back office, and that's why we have it there, and that's why we keep it there. But there's nothing like that one-on-one dialogue there.
Also, a lot of people sort of learn by example as well, and that's not just like videos and stuff, but sitting down with somebody. I can't tell you how many people we just sat by with them and just showed them something.
I was going to say, so many people that are in our TW3 community are people that are used to, top shelf, but also people that are used to kind of more of a one-on-one model. And so this technological model is a new and a big thing that really stretches them. And the conference is like the equalizer.
It's the equalizer.
Which, not to toot my own horn, but it seems like we got a lot of good feedback, because that part of our segments was just, hey, what's your questions? Let's go over. Let's talk about it. And whether that be tech stuff that I can handle or more marketing stuff that you could have handled, it seemed like a lot of people got a lot of value from that.
I think so,
which
too.
is awesome to see.
I think so too.
Where can people go to buy their tickets for next conference?
We will have them on sale starting in June.
Okay.
So what's at the website now? Because I know you set something up.
Yeah, people are saying you can actually buy tickets now.
You can, and I can go over there. What I need to do, I need to take that down because I want it to be sold through our resellers.
Gotcha.
And so I had to have an item created because I've got to create affiliate links for it, but I can break that link right now. But I would prefer everyone, you're not going to get any advantages to go over there now and buy it. If you will wait, you can buy it through one of our resellers because what we did, we told the people who pre-purchased, and we'll probably, I don't want to speak out of school, but, and I'm not going to commit to this, Chris, but tell me if I'm wrong, right or wrong. We'll probably make a similar offer next year.
Oh yeah. I don't have no problem with that.
And it basically worked this way.
You get to be the person who sells it and profits.
Yeah. So what happened was the people that came to the conference this year, they had an opportunity before they left to buy next year's conference tickets.
Which is why they're on sale and why most people can see them right now.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's why they were up. And when they bought them, they automatically became resellers, affiliates of this year's conference. And they get to profit. We set up a model where they can sell them for $147 and make the 47.
Yep.
And so that's how we did it. And we'll make that same offer this coming in 2020. And being that it's the conference for 2020, it'll be a looting division, I'm sure, somewhere along the line. So you'll have to with that kind of branding.
Yeah.
But let me get into this real quick, and then I want to take your questions. We're going to give tons of stuff away because I know we've bantered here a little bit. But here are some 3 ways I would like to offer you guys that will allow you in your business, 3 ways to give yourself a relief in areas that are taxing to your energy and motivation. Number 1, I would tell you, is to automate a lot of your processes. The beautiful thing about technology in today's world, guys, is you can automate tons of your processes, your sales processes and stuff. I just, and I'm going to be releasing this to some of our elite members later on in the summer, but I just bought some software that is basically robotic software that allows you a lot of the tasks that you do, from posting online to doing different things, from returning email. I mean, the manual tasks you do, you'll be able to automate and have robotics do it for you. ARs is something that we preach at TW3. Now, what's an AR? It's basically a software set up like with AWeber. You can go to terrywilson3.com/AWeber and get up to, I think, 30% off in your first 30 days free trial. But what that is an email software that when someone joins a list, it automatically sends email out to them. And we teach you how to set that up in a way to where your process, your sales process, is being automated for you. So a lot of times there's so many things that you're doing during the day that you could automate. And the reason I made so much money in insurance is because rather than picking up a phone and dialing everybody, I would load a list of my leads into my dialer, and I would do what's called a voicemail drop. And it basically said, "Hey, this is Terry. I'm calling you about your insurance. Give me a call back when you can." Okay. And it was just something simple like that. But you leave out on 1,000 people, you'll have more people to talk to the next week and book appointments you can stand. My text marketing now, notice how I screwed up this past week.
Wait, you're not perfect?
I'm not perfect. And sometimes I like to challenge, things I've been called by Chris, being genius. It is what it is. But you can use tools like that. This podcast and all the podcasts I've done, there's a reason why I try to put out a podcast once a week. And then here's something else I'm learning to do. I'm not good at it, but I'm learning to do. And that is delegate. I'm learning to better and better delegate. Not there yet, but I'm learning to allow affiliates to do things for me. I'm allowing Fiverr to do things for me. I'm allowing doing co-ops with other members and stuff like that. Rather than trying to be the be all end all of everything, you're only one person. And Chris alluded to something at dinner, about, things that, you run into challenges when you're a one-man operation, and TW3's been that way.
We keep talking about dinner. What epic food did I miss? I just need to know.
Well, we had a pre-podcast dinner where we did some game planning and different things that we're talking about.
No big deal, Reagan. We weren't invited.
You're always invited.
I mean,
It's all good.
You're always invited.
I just assumed my company wasn't.
Me too.
So
Me too.
it's fine.
Well,
It's not a big deal.
all I can say is turnabout's fair play. Because I don't want you to talk about dinners at your house.
Yeah, you don't get invited.
That was one time.
This was the only time you weren't invited.
Yeah. So anyway.
Well, we needed some alone time.
Yeah, well,
I get that.
What can I say? What can I Dinner time.
That's the real reason I did not go. I don't
Yeah.
It was Italian.
Hello. Yes.
It was Italian.
We went over to Capri's. That's right.
Oh, did you get the Cajun ravioli?
I did not. I don't even know what that is.
I'm sorry.
I got the old-fashioned chicken parmesan.
I like how you're still answering everything in that voice.
Oh goodness!
Doesn't
you
that
guys want
feel like the right thing? Anyway, sorry.
So automate your process, delegate your process, and lastly, eliminate certain things. Guys, I get hit up all the time. Different people wanting me to recruit for them, to sell for them, to do this, to do that. And truth be told, I've probably got 40 or 50 different income streams and revenues now.
Hence the $14,000 a couple weeks ago.
But even though I've got all these income streams, I really only have 3 or 4 activities. And that's the difference. And I'll let a little bit of the cat out of the bag. See how I teach in steps 1 through 6, business and job opportunity space, and how to supplement that with RMPs. Mm-hmm. I use that same logic because within that model, there's selling TW3. There's giving business opportunities outside of TW3. There's giving job opportunities that are hourly and salary. That's not TW3. There are credit checks. There are background checks. There are lending opportunities. There are credit repair. Within that model, I just named 6 revenue streams.
True.
1 activity.
Right.
That logic.
That's efficiency, and I like it.
Is used, and that really, there's about 10, 15 income streams in that one model.
Yeah.
And so that is how I do RMP on other things as well. But it takes getting started. It takes, building that first, what I call leg of your business. And so that's how we do it. Chris, what do they need to do to get some free stuff?
We want to give them one more chance.
Give them one more chance, because when we get back from the break, we are
This is it.
Yeah, so we're going to give $300 on your back page here. I think
Go for it. No, I've got that part. But
okay,
I'm saying we're going to do this. So here's your last opportunity. So on this podcast, right there on the screen, if you've got a phone, you just touch the screen, and there's like a arrow that's pointing away from your phone. It's like a forward button.
It's like a forward button.
And that means you're going to send it to something. So that's in case you're not familiar with it. So click that, choose the place that you want to send it to, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Those are the 3 primary ones, or LinkedIn, sorry.
Yeah.
So there's 4 of them. And we're going to pull one person from there, and they're going to get $300.
$300
in food.
I like food.
Yes. So I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah. And let me expound on that a little bit. The free food is restaurant certificates to go out to eat to, like Olive Garden and Carrabba's, which was the name of the restaurant I was trying to think of. Outback Steakhouse and those types of places. They're restaurant certificates that you get.
I just realized that guy never brought me that vinegar that I asked for.
That's right. I wanted to try that. Sorry.
Talk about delayed reaction. Yes.
Yeah.
You just realized it. It's okay.
Yeah, it took me this long.
Yeah,
I asked him at the
okay.
very beginning. Second thing we're giving away is $50 in gas, which is pretty awesome. Now, this one we will not announce tonight because it takes a little bit of time for it to populate, but you need to do it now.
Do it now.
So that it will populate by tomorrow.
And they do that by going over to iTunes, TerryWilson3.com/iTunes.
Which I did a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And it was very easy.
Yes.
And you just leave a review on that, and it's really simple, super simple. 2-night, 3-day vacation. I think that's, well, hold on for that one. Let me come back. The blog we're going to give to the member who has the most guests that are on this podcast tonight. But then we're giving away the 2 nights, 3-day vacation. This is going to somebody who's not currently a member and who is a guest, and they gave their recruiter a shout out.
That's right.
So that's happening right here after the break.
You know, if you've ever listened to my podcast, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. Earners are learners and leaders are readers. If you want to go to the next level, you do have to grow to the next level. And growth happens by the people you hang around and listen to the most. Seth Godin says you're the sum total of 5 people you hang around the most. And that is why you need to go to terrywilson3.com/free book and get a free audiobook just to try out the services. Here's the deal. Over 70,000 different authors from every type of genre that you could think of. Go over there, pick one that you like, something that's going to inform you, something that's going to inspire you, something that's going to illustrate what you need to do next. Try out the service. If you don't like the service, cancel it and you get to keep that free audiobook. But you're going to love the service, and I promise you, if you will commit yourself to listening and learning from those who have gone where you want to go, you can go there also. So go to terrywilson3.com/free book today. Try out the service and get a free audiobook just for trying it out. terrywilson3.com/free book. Have you ever tried a work from home business? If you have, you may be like several others. Matter of fact, 98% of people, according to Forbes magazine, who've tried and failed. Why? Well, there's several reasons, but the main reason is because most home-based businesses have no means, method, or mechanism for you to get in front of people who need, want, desire, and can afford what it is you offer. See, the unique thing about terrywilson3.com is we put you in a position where if you can simply answer a phone, read a script, you can make money. And I'm not talking about going and selling pills, thrills, lotions, and potions. I'm talking about selling something that every business, everyone who has a product, good, or service needs. And that is a lead generation marketing system. But here's the cool thing. You never cold call. You never have to recruit your friends, family, and foes. You simply take a call, read a script. Want more information? Go to terrywilson3.com/call center right now to get more information. That's terrywilson3.com/call center.
And now back to our show with Terry Wilson.
I never was good at multitasking. But guys, this is the real deal. If you've been looking for a way to earn money that's legit from home, you can talk to any of our members on here tonight, ask questions. They will tell you the deal is real. And I've never accused... I've never made the statement that entrepreneurialism is easy, but I've always said it is so worth it. And it's not super hard, guys. To be honest with you, sometimes the people that have the most difficulty is the ones who have the most experience. And the reason is because sometimes they're having to unlearn old systems and processes and ways of doing things. Doesn't make their old way right or wrong. It's just different than what we do. Okay. But what we do is laid out. If you want a proven strategy that's been online working for thousands of people for going on 11 years now with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and we're not an accredited member, you can go right now over to terrywilson3.com/reviews. You can look at our Better Business Bureau review and it'll say not an accredited member. What does that mean? Well, we didn't pay. We're not paying to be a member there. And we still got a great rating. And most of the time, people have to pay to get their rating clean.
It speaks to our credibility and volumes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I don't pay for any of our, like we've got other sites that have given us reviews. Mm-hmm. We just don't do that. So, and that's because I think that, oh, great. Daniel said he got, because I was wondering if Daniel got his, good. Daniel won our $300 in free food. Daniel from Okinawa, Japan, was the winner last week on the free food. So that's
he's going to have a little trouble eating that over there. I am more than open to helping him.
I think he's going to use it in his business.
Was he at the
all
conference?
Right. He was trying to get there, but the ticket situation just didn't work out.
He's going to be there next year.
He's going to be there next year.
Sweet.
He said he's going to be there next year. So that's going to be very, very cool. So do we have some winners picked out thus far, guys?
We've got them. We have got it going on.
All right. So I need a drum roll or something. Where's Bam Bam at? Bam Bam, can you pipe in a drum roll for us out there on the left coast? So, so the winner for the $300 in free food is Robert Rivers.
Oh, wasn't me?
No, wasn't you. So Robert Rivers.
Congrats, Robert.
Robert, you have won our $300 in free food.
I like the solo clapping. Nice.
Yes. So these are non-members who are winning, right? Is Robert's not a member, is he?
No.
Okay.
So.
I don't know that, actually.
I don't know.
He said, I don't know that. But
And
that's
I
okay, 'cause it could
apologize.
be either or.
I didn't know that was supposed to be a non-member.
It could be either.
I was about to say, that
I
one
just
was
put them
either
all
or.
in the hat.
It could be either. If Robert, if you're a member, I apologize, but let us know that you're on tonight, Robert. And
He's on, I know, because I've seen him.
You saw him take off?
No, I said he's on.
Oh,
he
okay.
was there.
I was like, how did you see him leave?
No.
What kind of funky technology you got going on?
He sent me a private message.
I'm out of here. You rednecks driving me crazy. And our, see here, 2-night, 3-day vacation is Jimmy Drummond. Jimmy
Now,
Drummond.
this is a non-member.
This is a non-member.
That's how you know.
Non-member.
So who's the recruiter?
Who's the recruiter?
That one was under Gary, I believe. That one's kind of hard because it's not a member,
with
so
Gary.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. And let's go ahead and keep the cheers going. And the winner of a blog, a separate blog, and you get it for 1 year, who had the most members on tonight, giving a shout out, of course, Mr. Greenbacks. Gary Green. Gary.
I'm not bored by the fact that Gary wins.
Yeah.
It's just after 10, and y'all know that I'm a grandma.
All that CBD oil after 10 o'clock.
I mean, I'm zen. I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I hear you. Well,
I think you're already asleep.
Gary, congratulations on the free blog, dude. And and congratulations on having so many people out tonight. And congratulations to Jimmy. Congratulations to Robert. And here's the one that we did not announce yet. Whoever goes over to terrywilson3.com/iTunes and leaves a positive feedback and leaves a review, we're going to enter you to win $50 in free fuel, free gas. So make sure you do that. Guys, got some sad news.
Uh-oh.
Here's the sad news. Tonight is the last podcast for about a month.
What? I didn't even know this.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, this is going to be difficult.
No, I didn't know this.
How am I supposed to do a podcast in an RV out in the middle of...
I thought that we were going to podcast on Monday next week before you rolled out.
Well, the problem is we're rolling out so early that morning and we got to pack.
You need sleep?
Yeah, that's kind of how that driving
I
thing
thought
is.
Wilson time doesn't require sleep.
Well, it does actually. It requires more than
Fine.
most.
Fine.
So this is the last one for about, I would say, middle into May.
What?
Yeah, because we don't get back till then.
What am I going to do on Monday nights?
You're going to be going to bed
Sleep.
early.
I tell you what, you know our code. Come on in,
I can
sit
just
down.
come on.
All you got to do is hit the red button
It'll
right
be
here.
the Lindsay podcast.
And
Alicia, oh no, you're going to be with them.
Yeah.
No Wilsons for like a month? I'm not going to know how to live
what's
my
the
life.
world going to do?
Yeah, I've kind of gotten used to this little road trip I take, and it's kind of relaxing, and it's
I mean, yeah.
So,
oh well.
It's over.
We will be doing membership training on the road because that's just me and a laptop. I can pull that off. So we're not leaving our members high and dry, but the public podcast on Mondays. Now, if you are a subscriber to terrywilson3.com/iTunes, guess what? Every Thursday there will be, even when we're not in here, there'll be a pre-recorded podcast coming out every Thursday early in the morning. So you'll get the audio version of this podcast coming out.
We had some closeout questions that we didn't address.
Let's hit them. Let's get these questions.
real
Absolutely.
quick. Let's see. If I join as a Plus member, can I hire phone reps to sell the product for me while I mine leads?
Yeah, you can organize your business however you want. So, and we do have people like do that. Dirty little secret. I've got about 4 or 5 reps that all I do is generate leads and pass them off to them.
Yep.
So
I don't know who would handle things like that.
Who would handle things like that? Who?
I don't know, Chris, right?
I don't know.
You'd have to be high on CBD.
But I think it's a great idea.
Let's see. This next one. This one's from Daniel. At Terry Wilson, any special code for $1 million email marketing system if I get it during the webinar?
I don't think there is, Daniel. I'm sorry, because I think it's just a $5 and $95. It might have gone up.
Yeah,
I think it went up.
I'm agreeing with you. I have no idea.
I tell you what, Daniel, if you're a member, send in a ticket, Daniel, and we'll get you, if there is a discount code.
Yeah, this is Osterman.
So send in a ticket, Daniel, and we'll see what we can do. If there's margin on that to be able to do that, we will for our members.
All right. Last but not least, let's see. If I work for another company and I need to generate leads in order to sell their product, can I do that?
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
All day long.
You don't have to resell TW3.
Yep.
Half our membership, more than half. You heard from Chris Miller tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not sold one, I don't think yet. If he has, I'm talking out of school. He just uses the tool and as.
Yeah, I think that again, just clear clarification. It's a lead generation system. Period.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
That's
the
what
only
it
thing
does.
that we limit to our specifically our business is our call center, just because that's under our extension that we give you.
Yeah,
so.
we do have some regulations, and here it is. Number one, if you come on just as a sales rep and trainer, then what we're expecting you to do, and only thing we train you to do, and only thing we give you support to do, is resell the system and train others on it. Plus, members and above get trained on how to use this tool to, of course, resell it, but to use it to generate leads for their own business.
You can generate leads for other businesses and charge for those leads.
That's what RMP is all about.
Right.
You know, you don't have to go out and look for people to sell leads to. If you come on as an elite member, we give you direct contract in places to go that this company over here says, hey, we sell CBD oil and we'll pay you $40 for every person you send over to us.
And like 70,000 opportunities like that.
Oh yeah.
Like a bazillion, gajillion.
It's insane.
More than you'll ever be able to deal with.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. I think that was it.
All right. And let's see here. Daniel, I thought last week was the last, so I am happy you were on today. Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for being on. I hope you got some value out of tonight. I hope you learned something. I hope we entertained you a little bit, made you laugh. But more importantly, more than anything, we hope that you'll take a risk on yourself, whether it be at TW3 or anywhere else. You need to find something that you can have as yours. Because I believe everyone, you know, what makes life fulfilling is you grabbing a hold of your purpose, the things that make you feel alive, and you go after it. And what we try to do at TW3 is create a platform that no matter what direction you go in, whether it be health and fitness, whether it be coaching, whether it be ministry, whether it be sales, whatever it is, there's one common denominator of all these things. You have to have people. If you don't have people, you don't have a business, you just have a hobby. And so we create the platform for you to be able to go out and pursue your passions and everything you want to be able to do that. Yes, I see that hand.
Are we feeling zen? Are we in a good place?
Oh yeah, you're towards the end now.
I just need to like.
My mouth feels a little funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels a little loose.
I'll be honest with you. I think I swallowed mine too quick.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel a thing.
Or you didn't take enough. That's all.
Yeah, you might need more.
Or it could be I'm just so chilled naturally.
I mean, you do walk the neighborhood like a boss, like the most happy guy on the planet.
Really?
You do. Yeah, like Terry Wilson's just walking the street.
To me.
Hi, I'm Terry Wilson and I love my life.
The whole reason Michael got in this business is because he said, this was him talking at last year's conference.
Yeah.
I saw my neighbor dressed like a bum.
True.
But making all of this money, and I couldn't figure out how is this
what is going on. Yeah, I didn't understand when I met Gabby and Gina. I knew that like y'all were all right and your bills were paid because we're living in this neighborhood. But I was like, what does your husband do? And she's like, I don't know.
He's a trust fund baby.
Nobody knows.
he goes into his office and
and we pay our bills.
Is it the Ruth Trust Fund? Yeah, that's right. It's really setting him up for success there.
I think when Reagan first started work at Chick-fil-A, they saw him going on all these trips and everything, always having to get time off because back then he lived at home.
Yeah,
and he had to go when we went. And he's like, "What does your dad do?" And the only thing because they didn't, he at that time wasn't working for me. He sells drugs.
I didn't know what to tell them. Like I was trying to like explain what he did. And I was like, well,
I heard that rumor too.
I was like, he's in his closet a lot.
Did you really?
I was like, he talks on the phone, and then when he comes out of the closet, we have money. I really don't. I couldn't tell you what he does. But then again, like they probably thought my whole family was messed up because you guys went on a trip for what was it, your 25th anniversary or something like that.
Yeah,
but
the 20th.
Yeah, you were going on for your 20th, and I was like 17, 18 at this time. But I was I told him, I was like, yeah, no, they're going on a trip for their 15th anniversary. And they were kind of like,
And he's telling that at age 17.
Well, I was wondering, I was like, why are they like kind of thinking about it for a second? I was like, oh, I'm 18. It wasn't until like my good friend that I told him that. He was like, no, it'd be their 20th. He was like, have you had a wedlock? And I was like, no. And then he was like, yeah, no, it's their 20th.
Not that you know of.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
So is it, y'all feel like that the family that's like part of Ozark or something?
We are
Netflix.
We're Walter White. We broke bad.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, and by the way, for you Game of Thrones fans, I'll leave you with this. Winter has come.
Yeah, winter has come.
Thank you for listening to our show today at terrywilson3.com. If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at terrywilson3.com or call 800-673-1728.
This is the Terry Wilson. Really? I'm excited, Terry. I want to get started here.
Is this a celebrity, Terry Wilson? Oh, my word. How you doing, sir? Dude, don't even go there. I've been listening to this for a while, and I'm finally like, okay, guys, what a privilege. I mean,